we're going to look at the 3 ways that you can deal with comments in Word. I'm working on a Mac and this is Office 365, but it'll be really similar in whatever version of Word you're using. So, right, 3 ways. Let's look at the first way. Number 1 is working on them in context, if you want. So depending on what view you're looking at the markup in, it might look similar to my screen here, where the comments are on the right hand side here. If you can't see them, then it might be that you've got a different view. So if you've picked this one, which is show revisions in balloons, then they might be hidden over here, but they'll be around somewhere. So just move around and have a look. Now I will just move that back because I like that view best. Sometimes you might see only this little dialogue icon here and no comments. If that's the case, click on the little icon and they'll pop up, and you can see which one you're working on as well with that colour strip. So it's all quite easy. Okay, so let's get back to what we're meant to be talking about. The first way that you can reply or resolve comments in Word is to work here directly. So click on the comment that you are working on and click on the 3 little dots here, and you'll see a little menu pops up. It's given me edit comment because I made the comment, but you won't have that option if you're looking at your editor's comments. So you'll have a smaller menu here. You'll have the option to resolve it, which means, let me show you, it disappears for now. It's kind of hidden. It's a little ghost comment now. You can still get back to it by clicking on the little icon here, and you can still see it. It's sort of a slightly faded version of its former self, but it's still there. It's almost like archived, I guess. You can reopen it to kind of bring it back. Don't like that. I want to see it like that. Yeah. So yeah, it depends what you want to do. Now, deleting it is like the hardcore version of resolving it. If you delete it, it's gone forever. Or unless if you hit undo, it can come back. But undoing is the only way that you'll get it back. I wouldn't delete comments unless I'm absolutely sure that I never want to see it again. So I would tend to resolve things. So you can also reply to the comments. So if you're sending your document back to your editor, you might have paid for another final pass, then you might want to reply to something. They might have asked a question or they might want something clarified. So, you can type something in there. Obviously don't type that, type some real words because they are not going to understand what on earth you're talking about. But you'll find that the vast majority of comments you'll be probably resolving them as I've just showed you. So you can work with them here. The second way is to right click. So if you right click on where you can see, and you can see there's a comment because they're kind of highlighted here. You can see the words that are highlighted. If you right click on them, you have similar options. So so you can delete, you can resolve, similar thing. If you hit reply, then it automatically puts your cursor ready in that little box. So that's exactly the same as before. So that's the 2 ways. The third way is to work on them in the ribbon. So the word ribbon is up here. I think they've called it a ribbon because they couldn't call it menu again because they've got menu up here. There's another menu at the very top, which you can't see on my screen. So rather than get confused users, they thought, I know, let's call it a ribbon, even though it doesn't look much like a ribbon, does it? So you can click on the word or phrase that has a comment attached to it. And then when you go up here, I'm just trying to work out where it is. You will have options here. So you can delete. Why isn't it letting me resolve that? That's really weird. I don't know why that's greyed out to resolve it. Normally you can resolve from up here. I'm just trying to work out why. Is it because I already resolved it and then brought it back? Ah, there you go. Yeah, so that was because it thought it was already resolved and it was getting itself into a bit of a pickle. So this is what I expected to see. So when you put your cursor on the thing that's got a comment on it, you will see in the ribbon option to delete, which we've already seen on the other one, and you can actually click on the arrow down here and delete all comments in the document if you want. I mean, that's a bit extreme, isn't it? But delete or resolve comments might be quite useful. If you've decided that you definitely don't want them anymore, then you could do that. Or you can resolve again here. So remember, that's sort of like archiving the comment, but you can get back to it at any point. It just tidies up this right hand thing. So if I hit resolve, you can see it's exactly the same as before. And that's kind of it. You can't reply to a comment using the ribbon because the comments aren't up here, they're here. So as far as I know, the only way to reply to a comment really is to click in this box, or if you right click, as I said, and hit reply, it will do the same thing. It will put the cursor in the box for you. So that's it. I hope that was useful, and get replying to those comments.